Hi everyone, welcome back. KitbashCarnage here. So today we're going to finish off our chaos chosen here that we were kitbashing and customizing here. So you will see we did our customized green stuff slash milliput cast here. So this is what we have done from the video that we done, link in the description. So we will have a look now and put the rest of these on since these are dry. So we have some jeweler's chain here and some more skulls on chains that came out with the molds. As you can see, a bit of detail that we got there, and then we have some scrolls. Lots of scrolls, obviously, because this is a word bearer's army, or a slight variation of a word bearer's army that we done, the mutant bearers of fate. So let's just have a look and we'll start sticking stuff together now. So along with making sure we use super glue and not Tamiya extra thin, because it's not plastic we're sticking here, it's going to be milliput and green stuff. We're going to get our hand vice drill here out and try to make some scratches or indentations on the armor or on the shoulder pad piece, just because we don't well, not that we don't want to put an extra shoulder pad piece on. I want it to look more old style, like as if he didn't have a shoulder. Like, this is just his shoulder pad piece, it's a different variation, it's an older style model because of the type of the legion it is. Check out my Instagram for the lore. You see the lore there. It's more based on an army that was stuck and forgotten about in the city that the word bearers captured, and then were forsaken in, basically, or made a show of, and they were just stuck in the undergrowth and the city overtook them, and then they woke up in order to seek vengeance, and the power of the warp gave them this power, type of thing. The demonic souls took over them. It's just have a look at my Instagram and just have a look at the lore, and leave your comments what you think. So here we're just drilling into the model here to make some bullet holes and scuffs and marks of previous battle scars, and just an older kind of style look to it. And you see we just scratched the model with the top of the drill piece there, just not even worrying about marking it. We're trying to make these scuffs to make it look like it was battle worn, and like it's looked kind of like it's been through its paces type of style. Now there's other ways of doing this, but this is just a quick and easy way. Anyone can do this, just drill into your model. Make sure obviously you don't go too deep, and just be careful when you're doing this. As you see me here, just scuffing the shoulder pad piece there with the drill piece, shoulder pad piece with the drill piece, you know what I mean, guys. So I'm just scraping it there just to give it that look that I was looking for, and just making sure that I'm happy with that, and that I won't need to take this drill piece back out again, because I like to just kind of one and done, just get the job done quick, kind of. There we go. Hit my camera there, you know yourself. Bit of carnage going on. Now, so we're just going to have a look at this model now and make sure that we're happy with what we have. Add a few scrolls on here and there to give it that more of a word bearer look to it, because it is at the end of the day a legion, a break off legion of the word bearers, so we still need them scrolls to give it that word bearers kind of look to it. A few chains, skull on chains and stuff to give it more of a demonic old school look, just to give it as well. That we have to remember, this is a chaos chosen unit, so we have to make it stand out that little bit more, just to make it be represented as a major legion or unit in the army. So here I'm just trying to get this stuck into a nice position that I'm happy with. If it will just stick in there. Right, here we go. And right, nice one. So sometimes it just slips right into a nice little position. Might be a tiny bit off from where you want it, but it should just stick in there nice and good. And once we're happy with that, we'll move on to the next model. So this guy here, we put this shoulder pad on, and I'm looking to stick some scrolls kind of sticking off of that shoulder pad, just to make it obviously stand out more, like it's the word bearers. So I'm just gonna stick some super glue here, and then grab my scrolls and try and stick it right into this little position here. Like I said, try figure out will it fall in a position. I know it doesn't sound like it makes sense, but yeah, sometimes it will literally fall. Not into position all the time, alright, but yeah, so I'm just gonna hold this here for a second and see, can we get this stuck? I really need to invest in that spray. Alright, sweet. So then we'll move on here and have a look. I might need to stick another one on the back here. Just squeeze it in right behind it. Maybe it will look like this one on either side of the shoulder pad here. So hold on a second. You know what I always say, everyone? More glue. When in doubt, more glue. More glue. Obviously not too much glue. Don't stick to, plenty of times, I say don't stick anything, plenty of times I've stuck stuff to my fingers, and next thing you know, instead of having the piece stuck to the model, you have the piece stuck to your fingers and the model stuck to the mat. Yeah, fun times. Fun times. So I won't keep you guys waiting, and I'll bring you guys back when this is stuck. So we'll be right back. Right, so this is us back after it's dried up and everything. So as you can see, we have the scrolls there, and the armor shoulder pad piece, and the other dude's done there. And now this is our kind of our hero or our captain of the unit. As you can see, the gun there that the tentacles wrapped around, that's kind of morphed into his arm. We have the little flag thing on top, and his other arm has a chainsaw that we took from another kit. Just some of the bits that from a bits box. And we'll stick a skull on a chain just around here too, if we can fit this in here. Let's just get a bit of glue, and we'll stick that in there beside the neck and the flagpole piece thing. Just make sure we stick our glue just leaning. I always make sure I stick your glue leaning kind of on an angle, just so it doesn't go and glue the lid or the cap. So we'll just put this in here and hold it there for a bit. Make sure that it's all stuck together nicely in the position we want. Alright, nearly there. A bit more glue maybe. Like I said, guys, when in doubt, more glue. Just don't go over the top to ruin like fine detail or anything. If you're gonna cover some fine detail, just be warned. But when in doubt, a bit more glue. Sometimes my hands are just really shaky, so yeah, You know, like as everyone, no one's perfect. You know, it's funny because the more intent I want to concentrate on not moving my hands, the more my hands shake. So yeah, it's like now it looks like it's a picture, but there you go, stuck. Lucky one day I had this like exactly like this, and then I sneezed and broke a leg straight off a mini. So anyone else done something like that? Have something absolutely perfect, sneezed, dropped it, and broke. So here we'll grab a book, and I was thinking about strapping the books to the back of the backpack pieces here. So just making it look that, like I said, more like demonic, old school, kind of like that legion that's broken off to the side, and like we know word bearers are, well, I hope you guys will probably know more than I do, but from what I know is the word bearers are quite holy, kind of. They always pray more and they're into their faith and all that. So my army's based on the lore as the mutant bears of faith, so they kind of have a lot of the holy book strapped to themselves. I don't even know if this is a holy book, someone tell me, but it's just going to be stuck to the backpack, and I'll bring you back as soon as that's dry. Right, so that's dried up a little bit there, and I have a bit of that jeweler's chain, and we're going to stick the jeweler's chain in a cross kind of shape, so it will look as if it's holding down that book, so it's not just floating on the backpack there, it's actually held down by the actual chain itself. So we'll just get it into a position here that we're happy with, and we'll just leave it swinging there, let gravity hold it on while we just douse it with super glue to keep that on in a nice position we're happy with. So a few squirts of glue here, and make sure that it's kind of a little bit taut. Hopefully that's the right phrase I'm looking for here. And when you're happy with that, just let it dry a little bit, and we'll get another piece here and stick that just opposite in like an X kind of position, or a cross or an X, or you know what I mean. And then we'll, same type of concept, get it into a position that you're happy with, and let gravity kind of do the same thing. Some excess super glue might have stuck there from the previous time you stuck the first chain down, just to help. As you can see, we're having a bit of an issue here, and we'll just stick it over the top here, try to hang it over the top and then swing it down. And as I said, like kind of let gravity do the thing. No, here we go. So we're just going to get it here and try to find a position and move it around, and hopefully we can just quickly stick it down before it falls off again. So a few dots there, either corner of super glue, and just don't move it yet. Let it just dry there for a second, and then it looks like it's getting held down by the chain instead of just floating in midair on the backpack by itself. Right, so I'm just sorry about the camera angle here. I'm actually just giving it I'm blowing it off camera here, just trying to speed up the process here of it drying out. I do apologize about the camera angle. While we have a bad camera angle and I'm doing this, I'd like to just say, guys, thank you very much for everyone's support. We passed the 100 subscriber mark, and onwards and upwards, so keep like, subscribe and comment, and hit the notification bell to be notified, because there's lots more content to come up. And leave your ideas if you have any ideas of what you'd like to see in the comments. Look on my Ko-Fi, become a member. There's a Discord, so we could do, there's events that are going to happen, so just keep on the lookout, everyone. So yeah, thank you everybody for your support. I really am appreciative of everyone's support, and yeah, let's keep on going. So here we're just going to stick some scrolls on the back. So a bit more glue on here because it's sticking to my fingers. Let's just try to get it on here. Hold on. I know for a fact if I stick more glue on, I'm going to glue it to my fingers. So why don't we just try and... Two scrolls might look too... Hold on. These scrolls just... Like I said at the very beginning of the video, these things like to stick to me more than they stick to these models. So I wouldn't be surprised if I move my finger here and this is stuck to my finger. Oh. This definitely does not just happen to me, guys. Oh, yes, a lovely model. Lovely. Watch. Let me remove my finger and the whole thing come with it. Oh. Well, thankfully, it's stuck there. And that doesn't look too bad. Sometimes less is more. So I'm happy with that. We move on to the tentacle dude. And I think some scrolls about his behind, shall I say, is very open. There's not a lot there. So we'll stick a scroll on, of course, because yes, word bearers, legion, kind of mutant bearers of fate stuff. And we'll just stick this here. I was going to stick two scrolls on the back of the previous model, but to be honest, with the backpack, or shall I say the book on the backpack, it looked a very bit was it busy, is that the saying? So I think I might stick, well, once this is stuck here, I might stick another scroll just beside this one because it's not as busy behind. Yeah. Can we just stick, please? Please. Right, feels like it's nearly there. Okay. And don't be stuck to my finger, don't be stuck to my finger, don't be stuck to my finger. Right. That's not too bad. That doesn't look too bad there. So yes, it doesn't have like a motion, it doesn't have too much motion in it, but listen, it will do for now. You know, later on I'll redo all this stuff. I'm trying to really get this done and dusted so I can play in events that are coming up. So we're just trying to get the second one beside it. And like these, what I'm doing here at the end of the day, I now know exactly the looks that I'm going for, so I can always take all this stuff off and put other variations of the exact same. Like right here, these scrolls, what I know I would do different is it would be more of a green stuff, higher green stuff ratio, so it could be more moldy. It could be more flexible, shall I say, and not as straight as you can see here. So that I would know I would do now in the future. So I thought that we would stick these here. I keep on thinking, will I stick the book there? Will I not stick the book there? Will it look busy? But I'm like, will a chain just look good? If I just stick a chain sticking in this little hole across, that wouldn't make it look as busy as the whole book would, but it would still break up the actual backpack and make it like a variant from a normal chaos backpack would be. So more along the lines of mutant, demonic, chaos, chosen army. So like we'll see Sorry about the camera angle here. I'll just use my pliers to get this perfectly in position, because sometimes, like I said previous, my hands can be a bit shaky and then the glue sticking and the whole model will be stuck to us. So we'll get this done and dusted. I'll stick the cap on the glue and or shall I say on the pliers and then on the glue, and we'll wrap this up, and then all I need to do then is just spray these up and paint them, and that's them done. So I really do appreciate everyone for sticking around for this long, and thank you very much for supporting me, like I said. And as I finish sticking this last piece on here, all I want to say is like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because guys, really, you don't understand how much it does help with this algorithm thing. I'm not used to it. I never knew how much it helped until I started doing all this stuff, but just hitting the notification bell and that like button, and even commenting, just saying nice video, hello, anything, any type of criticism you have or comments, just write it down. And thank you very much for coming along this journey. So see you guys later, and I really appreciate you guys. Thank you again for letting us hit that 100 subscriber mark, and onwards and upwards from here. Don't forget to check out the link in the description for my Ko-Fi and the rest of the playlist.